What is up, you sexy viewers? My name is Ted, and welcome to another episode of How to MOAB series, whatever the fuck it's called. How to MOAB certain maps, and what I would recommend on how to get a MOAB. So, jump right into it. First of all, using Specialist, using the ACR, suppress, pick up another one. It's a complete coincidence. I picked up another ACR, so that's quite handy. Then, moving on to my secondary, MP9, I don't use it for this MOAB. Next, I use the perks. Yes, I use the perks. First perk is Sleight of Hand, second Hardline, third Stalker Pro. So, moving on to Specialist is the Recon, Quick Draw, and Marksman setup. I use the initial setup that the game gives you, just because I was a low level and I didn't really have any other perks to use. So I somehow got a MOAB, kind of pulled this out of my arse, and somehow got a MOAB. I got a MOAB, another MOAB on this map with the Scar L, although I didn't record it. I didn't record it, so it was a bit wonky. Although moving on, that doesn't mean shit. Moving on, nothing I would recommend. What am I saying? I'm really retarded today. Something I would recommend is avoid sticking towards the middle of the map, towards the escalators, towards the B area. Try and avoid that area. It's just crazy. You'll have enemies there all the time, I guarantee you, and you'll get destroyed if you're not careful enough. Another thing I recommend is keeping an eye on the spawns, because the spawns on this map are really freaking broken. I'm really annoyed at how freaking hard it is to deal with the spawns on this map. I've only had 2 MOABs on this map, and I've had like more MOABs on other maps. Like Dome, I've had like 3 or 4 MOABs on that map. So yeah, that's because the spawns aren't as freaking hard to deal with on Dome as they are on Arkaden. And I think that's because the spawns on this map tend to be sort of spread out in clusters along the edges of the map, and that's why I'd recommend sticking to the edges also, because the spawns are going to be a bit destroyed. Although if you can deal with those spawns relatively well by, you know, memorizing what are the sort of major areas where they tend to spawn and such, blah blah blah, you will have a much bigger advantage than if you stick to the middle where they're spawning, when they're spawning on the edges. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Another thing I would recommend is this spot here behind this little cashier desk thingy. I'm just checking that spawn there as well. Also, that's another thing you need to be wary of. They spawn all over the place, like I said earlier. Another thing, yeah. So the little check-in desk there, the little reception desk, whatever the hell you want to call it, that desk, if you head glitch behind it when the enemy have A, and you'll see me do that later on, you can definitely gain a much bigger advantage, which leads me on to my next point, which is memorizing, no, not really, paying attention to what flags the enemy has, because even though the spawns are really freaking hard to manage on this map, they will still spawn near their flags, or relatively near their flags, and that's because Modern Warfare 3 isn't completely destroyed, even though it seems like it at times when I get panic knifed by a prick on Underground with a Scar L when I'm one off a MOAB. Yes, that did actually happen yesterday. I was pretty angry. I just turned my PS3 off straight away and just went to bed. Because it's pretty late, not gonna lie. Next is a bit parched. So another thing I would do is move. You see here, when I move to A, I go straight to this spot here next to the desk, and that's because I know that they're spawning at A. I know they're gonna be running up. If I rush them, I'm almost guaranteed death. And I'm really close to the MOAB here. I'm still doing pretty well, and finally, I eventually get it. I promise you. And so yeah, chuck a few stuns just to stun check, and I think that was the 23rd kill. My last kill is here, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's the last kill for the MOAB. Call this bad boy in, move these noobs, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, please make sure to click the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And I upload daily, so if you like, you can subscribe in the top left. That would be really greatly appreciated once again. So yeah. Have a great day, guys. That was How to MOAB Arkaden, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.